comments this morning when we heard from the president.
Bob Bergdahl's beard, just one piece of a complicated personal strategy to reach his son's captors, teaching himself their language, culture, even keeping his watch set to Afghanistan time. In a video he released on YouTube in 2011, he addressed the Taliban directly.
It's past time for Bo and the others to come home.
Bergdahl was hardly a household name during captivity, but in his tight-knit hometown, there were annual rallies to keep up the pressure. The circumstances surrounding his capture, though, remain murky. He may have been off base at the time.
I'm scared. Scared I won't be able to go home.
In videos released by his captors over the years, he appeared both in and out of uniform, eating and pleading for his freedom. During this time, he was promoted by the military back home. By 2010, he was shown advocating for the release of Taliban prisoners.
Release me, please.
In Haley, Idaho, where the yellow ribbons have been up for 5 long years, friends say they never gave up hope that one day he would be free again.
Never. I never felt that he'd been forgotten. He couldn't be from any place better. This place it's amazing.
Later today, we'll hear from Bergdahl's parents again. They're expected to fly here to Idaho to just report this afternoon. It is less certain, though, when Bo will be back home, though when he does come back here, there is bound to be quite a celebration. Dan and Bianca?
A big and hard-earned celebration. Neil, thank you. While they are celebrating in Idaho, as we've mentioned, the same cannot be said for some on Capitol Hill, where top Republicans are vocally criticizing this prisoner swap, even accusing the president of breaking the law.
Looky here.
The host of ABC's This Week.
Yeah.
George Stephanopoulos, George, good morning. Back to Ronald Reagan. Presidents in this country have said, we will not negotiate with terrorists.
Looky here.
Isn't that what President Obama has done here?
That's exactly what the Republicans
Hey,
are
Luke.
charging. And going back to Ronald Reagan, presidents have negotiated for the release of prisoners if that's what they felt was necessary at the time. But it is a big question. It's one of the questions I'm going to put to Ambassador Rice this morning, the President's National Security Advisor. Will this put other American troops at risk? The second question is this question of whether or not the President broke the law by failing to notify Congress 30 days before the transfer of the detainees from Guantanamo. What the President says, what the President's advisor
Looky here.
This was moving so fast they couldn't talk to the Congress. But they also said that the President, even when he signed this law, said that he had the constitutional authority not to notify, that he had the constitutional authority to go around Congress and do what he needed to do to get the
Hi, Luke.
back to their home countries.
But then why make things so murky? Why
Hey.
not just approach Congress and say that you're planning on doing this? Is that I think so divisive?
I think they were
Reuben.
afraid that these details would leak.
Hi, Luna.
5-year operation to get Sergeant Bergdahl home. Apparently,
Reuben, looky.
President
Looky here.
Afghanistan for fear they would leak as well. And it
Hi, Reuben.
very quickly in the final days. You might ask, could they have
Hi,
called
Luna.
the Speaker of the House,
Oh.
the Republican leader, the Democratic leader of the Senate, and give them a heads up? Perhaps. But the President says this was just moving too fast.
We are not done hearing from Republicans. Dick Cheney saying this morning that President Obama is the weakest president he has seen in his lifetime. Harsh words.
Hey, Reuben.
All right, George, thank you.
Reuben.
We'll have the very latest
Looky.
on this developing story later on ABC
Looky,
this
yeah.
week. Meantime, let's get the morning's other top stories from Ron.
Hi, here Bianca and Dan. Good morning, everyone. We begin with a deadly airplane crash in Massachusetts. A private Gulfstream jet crashed and burned, burst into flames shortly after takeoff from Hanscom Airfield in Bedford, Mass. All 7 people on board that plane were killed. One witness says that he heard a loud boom before seeing a huge fireball 60 feet in the sky. Officials say the group was traveling from Atlantic City, New Jersey. The NTSB is investigating the cause of that crash. And a wild shooting rampage in Norfolk, Virginia leaves 3 people dead. Police say 29-year-old James Brown started firing a gun out of his car.